I started this on a whim 10 years ago.
On the beach?
On the beach, on the solstice. It seemed a good idea to go down at sundown and light a man on fire. It was no more meditated than that. I was scrapping around San Francisco as a landscaper who had no particular liking for plants. I liked hardscape. I liked lattices, pergolas, that kind of thing. We ended up building a man. It's essentially a glorified pergola. You could put a vine up into effect, and he got way out of hand. He's 4 stories tall.
Well, let's see. I was sleeping in Golden Gate Park in 1976 after hitchhiking here with an arrest warrant out for myself in some unnamed central state. And then I met all these weird people, and it's been ongoing ever since then. I ran into somebody and started doing events with the Cacophony Society a while back, actually at its inception, I think. And then we ran into the Burning Man crew, Larry Harvey and Jerry James and their associates back in 1989 or 90. The first year we did the event, it was kind of a conjoined Cacophony Society Burning Man event out to the desert, and it's just sort of grown since then.
Howdy!
Howdy!
How you doing?
Pretty good, how about you?
Good, what's your name?
My name is J.D. Bogman.
What are you doing out here?
I'm in charge of the gate. Keeper of the gate for the weekend.
Yeah, this is a religious experience for me because all of my life I have wanted to be first in the porta potty, and now I've had that chance.
Really?
Now I can die in peace.
What were your instructions?
My instructions? I give the instructions. Stop everyone that comes by, demand money from them, extort as much as possible so that we can try and pay for what we've put out on this adventure so far.
Okay. So what's your function here at Burning Man?
Well, I have many functions. I just exhibited one of my functions right there, actually.
Quite a bit of construction beforehand?
Yeah, quite a bit of construction went into it, a lot of planning. A lot of the construction has to go on site because you can't prefab a lot and get it out here.
Eyeglasses, see, I tried burnt cork under the eyes and stuff like that, and it didn't work.
Doesn't do it.
No, the glare is pretty phenomenal after a while. It gives you quite a headache.
Is the man up already?
Yeah, the man is up. He went up last night. They had him lit last night.
Yeah. I noticed you have that loaded.
Well, yeah, sure. It's just a stick if it's not loaded. I mean, don't be absurd. You know?
Do you expect any trouble out here? Is that for this, or what?
Guns are fun. I don't see what the big deal is, but you know, there's not gonna be any trouble because, despite the fact there's probably over $1,000 in cash here, between the two of us, we have enough guns to start World War III.
Burning Man is a community, much like an early frontier town. It's located in the middle of nowhere. It's a wilderness, it's a desert. And much like a small growing community on the frontier, there are those who step forward and take responsibility for many of its characteristics, looking after the community.
We send a survival guide out, and it tells people that everyone has to bring at least 1 gallon of water or 2 gallons of water per person per day. We tell them, how to deal with the dust storm if it comes up, what kind of food they should bring. I mean, nothing's out there. You've got to bring it all.
It's been an amazing procedure, an amazing thing, just trying to keep, it's grown way past what I expected it was going to be at any given time. I guess I've tried not to have any expectations, and that served me quite well.
Oh, we've got everyone from ranch hands to rocket scientists. We've got, it's really funny out there in the playa, the categories that divide us from other people just simply fall away.
Coffee mate container full of old gasoline.
This thing itself was an oxygen tank. What the hell's that? What's that?
Oh, that was some coffee mate mixed with gasoline we were having.
Oh, was that part of the shock wave?
Yeah, if you got your cameras out, I'll do another shot.
Oh, sure. I'd love to see. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'll do another gas bomb, because I got a bunch of that stuff available.
This is short fuse.
Actually, it burns pretty slow.
That's a slow one?
No. It's got coffee mate with gasoline all over it.
Coffee mate
with gasoline.
Coffee mate's very
burns
flammable.
Real good.
Actually,
Oh, joy, that is precious.
This
Jesus.
stuff's so horrible. This is like gas. It's like coffee.
Gross.
Ancient gasoline.
That's about as much as I'd want to put that in.
Just in case things aren't quite exciting enough.
Okay, well this is going to be a good one.
This is a variety.
This is a variety.
Man.
Okay, fire in the hole! Back up! bunch of fools with a couple gallons of gasoline.
The most common dish served in all cafeterias across the country is meatloaf. Yes, that's right, meatloaf. You take that word and hold it to a mirror. It spells the word F-A-O-L-T-A-E-M, Faoltaeum, which I believe is an abbreviation for freaks, atheists, occultists, lowlifes, and two-bit agnostics eradicating morals of America.
Thank you, Teenage America, for making me what I am today.
Oh, what do you have here?
Well, we've been working around the clock to get men and women, both of them, to come together and just join hands in learning how to square dance. This is a square dancing survival guide. And if you look and you read over it, the hieroglyphics represent the fall of the Romans and the rise of the Trojans. And that's how you square dance when you put your left hand forward.
Absolutely.
Hi, Mom.
So, what does the Burning Man mean to you?
Mud and sun.
Mud and sun.
Mud, sun, and fun.
Thank you. Here.
Hello, everybody. Can I see it through there?
Sure, look at Harvey.
Wow-wee zowie.
You don't have much latitude. Hey, how you doing?
We're filming.
My question is, how do you know what to put on and where?
Well, you just find stuff and you put glue on its feet and you just go, ah, and that's how you know.
What kind of glue?
I use a marine-grade adhesive called Goop. My personal Goop.
I like to say that there's a continuum that leads from the odd to the strange, to the weird, to the wholly other, and it's a process whereby you take things out of context. If something is weird, it's something that doesn't fit in. If something is strange, it's unexplainable. If something is weird, its very existence is unexplainable. There's nothing around it to define it. If we go a little further, we go from the odd to the strange to the weird to the wholly other. When something is wholly other, it can't be compared with any other thing. Its very identity seems to just shine out of it.
It's called the camera obscura, and the idea was captured by Chris de Monterey, who built the pyramid on top of the original camera obscura that this was copied from at San Francisco, behind the Cliff House. It's called the Giant Camera. It's been there for 40 years. And this one took 3 years to develop, and 2 years ago they decided to bring it up here, so it was prefabricated and brought up here in pieces and built here. And it shows the whole area magnified on a giant screen. It rotates in a circle and gives you a beautiful view.
Oh, I got to go in there.
Go ahead.
It's great out here. The weather's really nice too. I really like the weather.
Hey, Eric, you swabbing the deck?
Oh yeah, you know, it's just like a real damn boat. You take your friends on a cruise and get back to the port. They all disappear, damn it. Why don't I eat junk food? Well, you know, that's what the aliens from outer space eat. You know, you can tell who the aliens are by the junk food that they eat with all the chemicals and stuff. That's alien food, man. I hunt aliens, man.
That's not an inflated woman you have up there, is it?
Oh no, we wouldn't have an inflatable woman up there.
Okay. Just wanted to make, we're just checking to make sure.
It'd be sexist. Broads don't like it when you get sexist.
When are you setting sail?
When there's enough wind to move the beast. Cooked 4 whole turkeys in this thing, man.
Wow.
Yeah, on the barbecue.
Where are you guys from?
Reno.
So this is a PVC can.
Yeah.
Are there instructions available for this? For sale or anything?
No, it's make your own from the hardware store. Potato.
Potato. Kids, try this at home.
I think these are going to be on the list of deadly weapons in California pretty soon.
Imagine a president assassinated with a potato. This is regular propane, you just give it a little squirt. Yeah. You put a potato through a half-inch piece of wood?
Okay.
Is there a big call for that? Wow. Does this work with all ammo or just Miller beer?
You have to pick a true favorite.
We're going to show you the igniter that's inside the beer can here.
Baby Stewie.
All right, here we go.
This could be a handy.
Once a stranger touches the tin ropes and asks for protection, he is safe. Even an enemy is assured safety.
There were things called mystery cults. They were essentially all grafted onto prehistoric fertility cults from the ancient agrarian times. They were party religions. Mardi Gras and Carnival have come down to us through that lineage. What we do is actually pretty parallel to what they did. They were essentially, Aristotle wrote about them. He said that they weren't about a teaching so much as an experience.
This is going to be human spontaneous combustion theater.
Sort of subhuman, but
we got colored lance work. Lots of firecrackers. I was just saying when I was a kid, we always considered it a waste to just light fireworks in the street and let them go. I always felt like you had to, sacrifice a few of those models on your shelf or a toy or something. They had to do something.
What are you running on solar power?
Solar power, people power,
And battery power.
and battery power, and firework power.
Yeah, got batteries.
The power of the desert. Harvey, ring my bell.
What does Burning Man mean to me?
Yes.
This right here. This is what Burning Man is all about. Community, helping each other out, and giving a spontaneous hair washing when needed, or anything else that needs to be done.
Excellent.
I agree.
The art car mechanic, St. James. When something breaks, I'm there. Right? My face is in the exhaust pipe, my hands are in the carburetor, I'm all around that manifold, I'm right there. There's no battery that can't battery without my battering. I mean, you know, boom, there I am.
On our interactions with the local folks, once they could see the whites of our eyes, and that had a lot to do with the fact that a large number of the folks in our contingent are recreational shooters, and that was something that many of the people in this area of Nevada can relate very strongly to. So initially they see this group of really strange weirdos coming out from San Francisco. Then they see that we've got a fairly healthy contingent of sharpshooters with bolt-action rifles who can hit moving targets at 200 yards. And that was something that I think a lot of the folks out there related to and broke the ice, so to speak. And a lot of the folks would come out to our drive-by shooting range and the golf skeet range and participate in those particular events. And it gave them a way of relating to this really huge group of people who, you know, were extremely strange, but really, when you look at it, not much stranger than the people out in northern Nevada either. A lot more in common than any of us might have thought at the outset.
Good. Shooting through the passenger window of my Pacer, I was able to bag the targets more than half the time.
What, through the glass?
No.
Oh, while driving?
While driving with a black powder revolver.
Yeah, it's if you can keep all the windows down, and yeah, well, Pacer's got a lot of glass. That'd be a good one to drive by out of.
Well, you see, the idea is, you know, the way things are going, this is urban self-defense. We've got to learn how to defend ourselves by being able to retaliate.
Oh, you can't ride shotgun on this range?
Oh, sure. You go over there. Okay. I mean, show up. Somebody will hand you a gun.
Oh, fuck. I got so many guns. The point is this. Oh, we're going to fuck them up tomorrow, man. Be there. We got room for 2 in the back of this truck here. We can go as is without cutting the tarp loose. So where are we headed?
We're heading out to the drive-by shooting range.
Huh?
Where we're going to drive by things and shoot them.
Excellent.
As you might well expect.
This is a 357 Magnum. Blow your head clean off.
We're on an area where there's absolutely nobody, and been doing this for several years.
So this is a totally safe thing, but don't try this at home.
No, don't try this at home. No, the neighbors won't like it. Yeah, everybody is after Barney. I mean, Barney is the one that's gonna get zapped.
shooting, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's check it out. Exit wound, man.
Exit wound?
Exit wound.
Exit wound.
That's skeet.
That's skeet.
Your smaller load. These grazing things come from your rifles. That we blew an eye off. There's some more bird shot in there.
A complete eye loss.
Ripped it clean off. Hey, blew it out the back of his head. There's your entry. There's your exit.
There's a hole right through the fall.
See, the problem with these plush
got
toys
body
is they
damage.
kind of heal, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to track your mark on the thing unless it's already completely penetrated.
Well, they do have to last all weekend, so it is important that they have like lasting ability. I think he only got hit like once or twice, maybe. I don't see any real serious injury going on there.
Let's give it to him.
Step out of there. Blast him. Fuck it up at point blank.
Fuck it up at point blank.
All right, close range Barney death.
Here, let me get you on this.
Dr. Quincy reports death by multiple gunshot wounds, I think.
What would you tell the average person out there who wants to buy a firearm today's world?
You need some stuffed animals to shoot.
Hurry!
You really do. If you don't have any stuffed animals, you're really out of luck.
Our community is incredibly well behaved. We don't really have much crime at all. And that's a function of the fact that A, people are free to be entirely themselves, and secondly, that they look around them and regard their fellow humans and in this lunar landscape where suddenly, you know, being a living bag of water seems like a very precious and important thing, and you feel a lot in common with your fellow human beings. No, we're morally benign. We don't do bad things. We don't like the devil. The devil could come out. The devil could come out, in fact. We've never excluded anybody from the playa. We're completely inclusive. So the devil would be welcome. He'd have to behave himself while he was there, you know, but perhaps we learned something about him in the process, and that might be good for us.
Hi. What does Burning Man mean to you?
Burning Man. Burning Man. Burning Man is what it means. Where is Enigma in the commercialism of next year's Burning Man? That's what Burning Man means to me.
Thank you very much.
Say it to your brothers! Asshole, asshole! Sing it to someone you love! Asshole, asshole! One more! Asshole, asshole! Look at the person next to you! Asshole, asshole! Asshole, asshole! Asshole, asshole!
And I think the best place to put it would be in the head. We had another place, but I didn't think it would work. Where was that? The quad.
I'm Dale Scott.
Dale, you were one of the firefighters then we saw last
I was the firefighter
You were the
saw last.
firefighter. Okay, you're the only firefighter.
That's correct.
I had the impression there were like 5 or 6. Maybe you were just...
there were other people in costume, but I was the only one in the unofficial capacity, shall we say.
But the safety of all these people is in your hands in many ways.
Well, as best as I can do, you know, given the circumstances and the help of other people.
Well, last night...
people were very cooperative.
People were very cooperative. You were very, you know, cool and calm, and
mannerly. It wasn't like riot control.
Thanks.
No.
It's a thin line.
I'm sure. Tell us a little bit about the building from scratch.
Okay, well, we started out prefabricating it in South San Francisco. It's in 5 main pieces: the head, the torso, the arms, and the legs. And we disassemble it. I mean, we assemble the modules, then we bring it out, and then we reassemble the modules and put the knee on. You may know that we had it erected and put in a gallery on in San Francisco on Market Street, off of Market Street, called Somar. And it was a pretty awesome sight to see this thing inside a building.
Well, the situation that we're trying to achieve here is just having a temporary community that has such an amount of freedom for people. Pretty difficult to explain. I mean, I suppose you've been taking a lot of footage out here, seeing people do things you wouldn't normally see them do anywhere else.
Yeah.
With the exception generally of destructive or violent things. Although we get our violent activity out on inanimate objects, as you'll see tonight.
I see this as a project wherein a team comes together. And we've worked on this since January. We build it. We go through all the heartaches and the blood, sweat, and tears of getting this out here, creating it, and then we let it go.
It's been an organic progression. I mean, we didn't really plan to do this at the outset, but it sort of happened that way. One of the reasons the event is still occurring is because people come here and see that they can really do something interesting or creative or really outrageous.
Since we're becoming a little bit commercial, maybe, we have a barcode now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have official Burning Man barcode. And just for safety reasons, we have a smoke detector.
What does Yo-Yo Dive stand for?
That's just from the Buckaroo Banzai movie. That was the Society of Alien Engineers.
So Buckaroo Banzai is really your hero then?
Yeah, he's one of my fictional heroes. There's just a lot of, it's silly, but there's a lot of parallel. So my band is called Rocket Science. That's what I'm doing these days. Just finished a record, and John and I live in San Francisco. We've got about a 7,000 square foot place in the south of Market.
Let's try it.
We're gonna do all kinds of. There we go.
Hey, take your motorcycle out there, will you?
It's not enough to be weird anymore.
Hey, can I get in? Yeah.
All right.
Eric, let's stop and watch.
We're going to stop and watch the fashion show.
Yes, and then we'll be back out.
Okay.
for two?
Tea for two, two for tea. Oh, you haven't seen this though.
You're out there on the playa, and everyone, what everyone is inherently in themselves seems to be just radiating out of them, because there isn't any context around them to limit or jacket or make them less than what they simply and innately are. And the man at the end is a vision of that. Is this giant figure suffused in flames, the pure and simple evidence of his own being, unmediated and undefined.
Little last minute crush fest.
Peace and love, Rainbow Brother!
Sit!
Welcome home.
It's cool.
We had corn on the cob. We had little marbles of clay. They were pretty good with a white sauce, and melted glass with hollandaise. It's a delicious. It's a French kind of thing.
God bless us, one and all! No!
That's 50 pennies. This is what's left. A good wind and rain, and there'll be nothing left of this.
Rainbow Brother.
Are you members of the band?
Yeah, hi, we're Shark Bait.
Hi. Really?
We're Shark Bait.
Hi.
We love, yeah, technology! Yeah!